Okay, had a bunch of sales come in yesterday. Actually, a lot of them were multiple orders from the same people. Actually, two of them were multiple orders from the same people, and then a few other sales in different places. So let's start with eBay. The first one that I got is this Goosebumps book. Oh, wow. The little hologram on it is making it too shiny to look at. There we go. TikTok, You're Dead. Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Scare, or as I knew them when I was growing up, Choose Your Own Adventure books. The kind where, if you don't know, at the bottom of the page, you go, okay, if you make this choice, go to this page. If you make this choice, go to the next page. So that sold. Actually, a very interesting story about that. I got a message about this one after it was bought, and the person said, "This is for my grandson for doing so well on his report card and getting straight A's. Could you possibly put a note saying congratulations from his grandma and grandpa on it?" And I'm like, of course I can. That's the sweetest thing I ever heard. So a while back we sold a Batman hat, and it turned out we actually had two of them. So we sold the second one yesterday, and it is right here. For some reason I thought it was down lower. So this Batman hat is going to be going out too. This next order is a couple of bobbleheads. So these bobbleheads right here, these two, if I go in on them, they're a pair because they're magnetic. They're kissing bobbleheads, and the magnet, as you can see, is there. Break it up, guys. They kiss, and they bobble, and the face goes blink like that. Does it do it to the front? No, but those are going out today. That's what they look like together. Adorable. So we're not sure when those are from, but Mary Joy said she researched them and they are old. So now let's switch to the first multiple order, which I believe has 6. One of the things they got was this Sesame Street book of people and things. Let's see. 1970, and it's basically scenes from the actual show itself. Bert and Ernie, actual scenes from the show. So that's fun. There's a hardcover. That's part 1 of the order is this. Then part 2 is a wooden puzzle, which those are down here, of a Jack-in-the-Box 9-piece puzzle by Play School. Also part of it, and this added to the weight a little bit, is a set of soup bowls, which, where did those go? Oh, they're down here. So we got 2 soup bowls. One is a mushroom soup bowl, so they're shaped like this, and they got the recipe for the actual type of soup on the front. And then the second one is for tomato soup, or tomato. I don't know. I say tomato. Really? Really? I got a laugh out of you from that one? Okay, great. And that's the pair of those that are going out with the entire order. And then also with that is this vintage flipper acrobat thing. And it's got the legs and it hangs over, and you flip it this way and it swings around. You can do little tricks with it. Look at that. Oh, working out. That's also going to be fun to wrap up because it's got lots of dangly bits. That didn't sound right. Also in a similar fashion, there's this other wooden doll that we're doing too. Would this be a marionette or a puppet? How did we just labeled it painted wooden doll, didn't we?
I had a hard time coming up with something.
Yeah, this one has no distinctive features on it, but oddly enough from the picture, it got lots of views. It's got a little wooden nose on the end too, which is very delicate. I didn't notice that before. But painted face, wooden limbs. Oh, it was just neat looking. So they got that as well. Now, the funny thing about this whole order was the person messaged me afterwards. I got a lot of messages from my orders yesterday. They messaged me afterwards and said, would it make more sense to ship these all together? And I was like, of course. And in the past, what has happened is eBay has just recognized that it's the same person. Like twice this has happened to me, but it was just for like 2 orders, and I think it was just books. And I went to go ship it, and it had combined the shipping label for me. So I said, I think eBay does that automatically. And the person went to, I guess there was a choice on their end. I'm only guessing because we had a conversation back and forth. There was a choice on their end to combine it. But when it combined it with all these 6 items and the weights, it was combining them as a grand total of what the shipping was. It came out to a total of like $40, which was just a combination of all the shipping for everything the way it was marked up. And that didn't seem right. I knew it was going to be more, but it wasn't going to be $40. So I waited. I was just like, hold on, let me check. And I put all the stuff together with the amount of boxing and packaging material that I would need and weigh it. And when I think it came out to be like almost 4 pounds. And when I calculated the shipping for that, it was only like $14. So at the very least, I was like, well, maybe I can do like I have on Mercari because they don't have combined shipping options. I thought maybe I can just delete these, create a new order, and then share it with the person. But then when I went to go look at the actual, this was the part that was not clear to me. When they combined the shipping, what it did is it sent me a request saying, could you combine this? And then you calculate the shipping, that you create an invoice. I'd never done this before. And I didn't notice it until I went to one of the actual product pages to kind of see what the weight was. And at the top, there was a little blue bar that said the buyer is requesting combined shipping. So that wasn't intuitive. So I clicked on that and it had the whole thing as a list and it said, how much are you going to charge for shipping and what's your shipping service? And then I was able to do that. So I sent the order and the person was very happy and so was I, and I learned something new. Then, oddly enough, another person just bought the next items that I'm going to show and wanted to do combined shipping, and I just learned how to do it. But this one is going to be a lot easier because they ordered a bunch of cards. All right, the first thing that they ordered was, I have a deck of Picasso painting cards, which I believe Mary Joy pointed out. So it's 2 decks of cards in a box, and didn't you say that the artwork that's actually on the cover isn't on one of the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was checking these to make sure it had all the cards, and this artwork isn't on any of them. So one deck of cards has this Picasso artwork on it, and the other card has this on it. There you go. So that's one order. Simple enough, already boxed up. And then the other thing they ordered was, or one of the other things, was this deck of cards that comes in like this little wood paneling sort of card holder. So one has this bear on it, on each card, and the other one says boots and slippers. Random. The other is a set of mini cards, and I think we sold them as a set because we got them at the same estate sale and they were next to each other. So when we came back, we just had our intern list them as duplicates. One is this set of playing cards, and it's got a, let me see if I can change it, little painted boat scene on it, or lakeside. Just tiny little cards with the seal on it. It's been open though. The other one is got little tiny paintings from Mother Goose stories on it. I don't even know if you can make that out. I can barely make it out what that painting is. It looks like a kid floating in air, but I think he's supposed to be standing behind them. Kate Greenway, Mother Goose, set of 52 playing cards. So 2 of those, all those cards are going out to the same person. Did the combined shipping. This time I knew what to do. So when they said, can we combine all these? I was like, of course we can. I've done this a million times. By the way, I don't normally wear tennis shoes. They make a lot of noise all of a sudden. Oh yeah, that's what it should be. It's not that I'm wearing shoes. I got rubber pants on. Wouldn't that be funny? You can picture that now because you're only seeing the top. And over on Facebook Marketplace, I got one more Goosebumps book that sold. Goosebumps Horrorland book series, the Revenge of the Living Dummy. That one is going out on Facebook Marketplace today. just sold that a little bit before I started filming this. So there you go. That's the stuff that I'm going to be sending out today. Got to pack those. Going to be a nightmare, but it'll happen. And then Stu's supposed to be listing some stuff for us today, so we should be expecting him shortly. I actually got to check in with him and find out what's up with that. We ended up getting a lot of the stuff packed up to go. It takes so long. I got to find out a better method for that.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I do it the day after it's ordered, and I know sometimes it's like I could just have a shipping day, but everybody really likes the fast shipping. So, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Stu was listing some stuff for us, so at least things were getting posted online while we were doing that. And now we're going to the post office, and then I want to walk up State Street and just check out some of the stuff that's happening on there. A lot of the paintings that have been going on, there's been more every day since they started. Yeah. And the whole street is just some of the video that we did before, there was maybe a few places that were being painted, but now, and a lot of them were still empty, but now there's just so many, and so many people working on painting their murals on the boards.